Welcome to the Battlerap Society. I'm your host, JoJodancer. Last night, Nome 9, Houston, Texas. Verb versus Loaded Lux. The biggest battle in battle rap history. Verb won the coin toss, so Lux went first. And Lux started, he was hot. He started off cooking. He addressed the time limits in the few bars, in his beginning bars. But you know, the thing about Lux is that, you know, we're in an era of 2, 4, 6, 8 bar setups. He's running with these 12 and 16 bar setups to get to the punch that doesn't land the way that it should. But he had a nice little, there was a little dry spot in the beginning, but he did come back and he hit with that lines then bar and that 2 to your head bar. Those were dope. His probably one of his more memorable bars when he said something about you got mook. You got mook for what? That was a dope ass line. The students in school buses field trip line, that shit was dope. He did remix, one thing that was interesting, he did remix a Verb line, the anemic line, and he did something about he took the money and ran to Neiman's.
Why lie about a gun was involved just so a punch could get off? Oh, you gon' ride up, iron low like you a nigga. Lies, nigga. You gon' hide duck, so iron got low. Took a check for Lux and with the Neiman's, man.
Which was interesting to me for Lux to bring back some of Verb's bars. That seemed, I don't know if he seemed out of place for me. It wasn't something that I thought Lux would do. At the end of his first verse, they called time on him and he was tripping about the time and Verb let him rock, and then he actually went ahead and finished. But it was still it was a flat ending. It was a good Lux verse, but very beatable in my opinion. You know, I expected more from Lux. But it was Verb's turn, and Verb started badly. Badly, to say it nicely. He was flat. I thought he would get he would have after Lux's lukewarm first verse, I thought he would kind of jump on it, but it was a good 30-45 seconds of very meh. But then he picked up, and when he picked up, he got more consistent. His bars were hitting a little bit more towards the end of his first. So his first in the beginning, it was but I was like, what the fuck? But then he started to pick it up a little bit. Something about the mind, the maze in it. There's no way in or out of it. I thought that bar was dope. In my prime, I was a Megatron. That bar was fucking dope. Vegan Verb versus everything healthy is a clean body. That was a fucking dope line. Going back over, this is my second time seeing the battle. Of course, I saw it when it first came on pay-per-view, and then I watched it again just to get another, refresher. A lot of people would credit Lux for saying his bars went over heads and you don't catch it till the second time. Well, shit, there was a couple of Verb bars that I didn't catch till the second time either. So that rewind helped me for seeing some more what Lux was saying, but it also helped me with Verb as well. I love that water chilled and distilled, but I hit the faucet like this Verb line from Verb. That shit was fucking dope. That whole you the upper crust and I'm just a regular dude fucking angle, it hit with the crowd. That Midwest down south niggas think that's hoe shit. That shit hit with the crowd. So I heard something online talking about Verb trying to play to the Houston crowd, but shit, every fucking battle rapper that battled on Nome this year and last year had some Houston shit tailored to the crowd. So come on, man, let's not do that. Verb also hit with that bias to the tri-state rhymers. I'ma kill you, play Myers. That whole angle, that was dope. You the root of the culture. I'ma knock some tree bark out you. That shit was fucking dope. I mean, overall, with the presence, Lux was all up in fucking Verb's space. He was talking to him, It was a good round by Verb. So he started slow, but he picked it up. I gave that first round to Verb, 1-0 Verb. Now in the second round, Lux picked that shit up. The energy I expected him to have in the first round, he definitely had in the second round. That Die Just to Be the Shit line, that shit was fire. That Whole New World, Showtime, but not at the Apollo, that shit was fucking fire. Truthfully, that bar and the next one I think are the two most notable Lux bars of the motherfucking battle. That Showtime Just Not at the Apollo line was fucking fire, and that Smack called Lux to fully load the 9, that shit was fucking fire.
You know how I know? Last year you could have got 8. They told me wait. I said cool, this Nome's fine. Fuck is Verb. I could have battled anybody in headline, but you know when you know it's time. All these gun bar niggas on the card, but you could bet Smack still call Lux to fully load this 9, and
Those two bars were the fucking hottest shit that Lux said all night. Then it went flat again. He got a couple of flat, dry spots that kind of fuck with his consistency. But he brought it back with that ARP line. Then he addressed Hitman and he remixed a line. He was, I don't know, that seems, again, very out of character for Lux. But then he said something about the vegan nigga giving the chicken back. That shit was dope. Thirsty Spoon with the fork in the road. That line was dope. Oh yeah, that fucking Takeoff and Skirt Off ad-lib line. That shit was fucking dope. I thought that shit was dope. Very modern. He brought that shit kind of to the forefront for the millennials. It's fucking dope. And that with Whitney Houston and Nika and that shit line. That shit was fucking retarded. So. He actually called time on himself, leaving time on the clock, which also was very interesting to me. I figured he would just keep fucking rapping until they told him to, but he didn't for the second verse. This was Lux's best round by fucking far. If there's debate about the second round, truthfully, I get it. Because this was Lux's, in my opinion, Lux's best round. But up next was Verb. And Verb started off motherfucking hot. He started with a Showtime that actually hit, which was good because a few of his Showtimes in the recent few battles haven't hit like they should have. But this one did hit. He had something about a good picture, open heart, locket, and chain line that was dope. He had that swerving, spinning wheels like Doctor Strange line. That shit was dope.
Put some bread on them like a stock exchange. Directions read lots of pain. Picture, open heart like a locket chain. I've been watching Bane ride up, rockets bang from a proper range. He terrified, swerving, spinning the wheel like he's Doctor Strange. I'm not for game.
They happy you here, I don't care. I can't clip when the ribbon tears line. That shit was fucking dope. My origin, Mayan warrior. Cut my head off, 4 will grow. Power up with the same motion that you play an accordion. That shit was fucking dope. Something on a LaGuardia line.
The Big Apple, your core audience, I know your coordinates. They line up memorials every time I fly in LaGuardia, fly in Astoria.
Truthfully, Verb was just more consistent. He was just more consistent with, it's like nobody got the haymakers, the room shakers, but everybody, you know, they were hitting, they were punching. It just seems like Verb was just hitting more consistently with less dull spots or lulls in the, you know, in the reaction. After Verb's second, you started hearing the 2-0 chants. I actually gave the second round to Verb, so I got 2-0 as well. I think the chants were well deserved. I think Verb was winning. And truthfully, the first 2 rounds are the only rounds that really need to be debated. I think this is the only clear round. The third round is the only round that doesn't need any debate. This was a Verb round clear. Lux had a couple of rounds with the I Like You Better with the Perm and the verbatim line. That was dope. But then he went flat again, and then he came back and he addressed the time limits, and he let his boy jump in, which is again unlike Lux, and that shit did not hit. The Boo Birds came out. That PSA shit he brought up, that shit all backfired. Something about, and then he ended with Jay Black is hiring. Is that a diss to Jay Black? I don't know. It seemed like a diss. It was just not good. That Long Way From Home, so far, and so good line. It just is the way he ended. It was just a very flat ending. It just wasn't a good round at all. Very disappointed in Lux's third. I know it wasn't a limited round, but goddamn, that was not good at all. Fuck it. Verb didn't have to do shit to take that round. Lux fucking gave him a fucking layup on that one. So Verb, shit, he came in. He what line he hit the line about finding food for goods, ice and arsenal, something about small fish and small pond of out-of-towners looking for flounders, but you picked the wrong fish. I'm a fucking piranha. Some shit. That shit was fucking hard. Shit, after he hit that fucking line, you started hearing the 3-0 chants. He did some shit about, I did a 360 dunk from the dotted line. They give me seconds because they numb to it. You missed the dunk, but they react to the sound to it or some shit. That shit was fire, man. 3-0 fucking Verb, man. Like, 3-0. No denying it. I'm reading some of the social media and seeing 2-1 Lux and 3-0 Lux. Man, that's some motherfucking bullshit. I'm trying to think about what round I would give Lux. I guess it would probably be the second if I had to give one to Lux. But shit. First, no. The third, no. Second, debatable, but I would still edge Verb. So I'm going 3-0 Verb. Rewrite your motherfucking Mount Rushmore. Yep. Verb done beat Mook and Lux in less than a calendar year. In less than a motherfucking year. What, 8 months, 9 months? What the fuck, man? What the fuck? He beat Mook and Lux in less than a year, back to back. If that motherfucker don't deserve Mount Rushmore, I don't know who the fuck does. This is the Battlerap Society. I'm your host, JoJo Dancer. And we'll see you at that Nome recap.